We're at Congaree National Park in South Carolina. Check it out. Hey guys, I'm Kevin and this is Kemp Outside, where your inside source for all things outside. Today we're at Congaree National Park in South Carolina. I have wanted to hit this national park for a long time. I am super excited to be here. This is part of just a springtime trip that Barb and I are taking. We're going to do the boardwalk trail today. Now, part of the boardwalk is closed for construction, so we're going to do the part of the boardwalk we can do, and then also we're going to come back Sims Trail. We'll show you what we found along the way. Should be super cool. Check this out. So starting off from the visitor center, we're heading out on the boardwalk. This is a really nice boardwalk through this bottomland floodplain. Just a beautiful, beautiful old growth forest in South Carolina. You probably can't tell on video, but that tree is enormous. And it's probably not even one of the big ones. If you take the boardwalk far enough, you'll hit this Oxbow Lake. This is called Weston Lake. And right there, you can see an alligator. Let me zoom in here. There you go. Nice little alligator there. Beautiful little oxbow. So oxbow lakes are parts of the river that have been cut off over time. As rivers meander, different parts or different bends of a river might just get cut off. Then over time, the lake actually fills in with sediments, but for a time, you get these crescent-shaped lakes that no longer flow as part of the river. And so Weston Lake is an oxbow lake. Pretty cool. One of my favorite things about cypress trees are the knees, which are these little root structures that stick up. But they've always made me nervous when I was walking through cypress swamps. The last thing you want to do is trip and fall and impale yourself on one of those things. There are different ideas as to why cypress trees do this. Some people think it's to stabilize the trees. Some people think that it is to get oxygen to the roots, especially in low water conditions when they're exposed. But I don't really know. All I know is they're really cool. Unfortunately, the boardwalk is under construction, so we can't do the full loop. So we're going to take Sims Trail and head back towards the visitor center. Let's hit it. It's a nice thicket there of dwarf palmetto. It's a very hardy palm. Can withstand freezing temperatures. And its broad leaves catch enough sunlight to thrive on the forest floor. All right, guys, we're almost back to the visitor center, but had a great time on this little boardwalk trail. I need to come back when the loop is complete because it's a really, really cool experience to walk through a bottomland forest like that and a floodplain. And yeah, so we're gonna get back to the visitor center and then we're gonna set up a picnic lunch. And I don't know, we're gonna see if there's anything else we can do here before we head back to Santee State Park, which is where we're camping. So be on the lookout, guys. As a matter of fact, if you want to see the video of us camping at Santee State Park, I'll put a link right up there where you can check that out. All right, we're going to get back to the visitor center. While on the trail back to the visitor center, we came across all these bees. Let me see if I can get a little closer, but they are just swarming the ground. Pretty cool. If you're looking for an amazing lunch spot, I recommend your nearest national park and peanut butter and jelly. I love having picnic lunches in national parks. They're probably some of the coolest spots where you can do a picnic lunch, obviously, but the weather is nice. We're surrounded by squirrels. So far, they haven't been aggressive trying to get my peanut butter and jelly, which is good. But what an awesome day at Congaree National Park. Now, I want to put something on the screen here that I want to mention. Outside the visitor center, guys, they have a mosquito meter, right? And it was very accurate. We had no problems with mosquitoes today. But as the summer comes in and they get more of the rainy season and they get the puddles built up where the mosquitoes breed, I imagine the mosquitoes can be really, really bad out there. So definitely pick a dry time of year to come to Congaree National Park if you're going to do the boardwalk hike, which I don't know what else you would do if you were coming here. So you definitely want to keep the mosquito index in mind because, man, it was super nice today, but I could imagine that there are times when you'd get eaten alive out there. Speaking of eating, I'm going to finish my sandwich and then we'll see what comes next. Well, guys, that's it from Congaree National Park. We've done everything that we can do here, unless we want to do some backcountry hiking, which we just don't have time for. The kayaking, the water conditions are too low to do the ranger-led kayaking, so we're going to call it time here at Congaree National Park in South Carolina. Really, really like this. It's a really, really cool experience to get out into the bottomland forests and the floodplain here. The boardwalk is awesome. Highly recommend it. If you are a national park buff, you got to put Congaree on your list. Guys, we got a lot more coming on this channel, so give me a like, give me a subscribe, ring that little bell icon that notifies you when we release new videos. We got a lot more coming from this trip. We're also going to be bringing you some footage from Santee State Park, which is right down the road where we're staying. So be sure to check that out as well. Guys, I'm Kevin. This is Kemp Outside, where your inside source for all things outside. We'll see you out there.